Okay, so today we are starting a new chapter. So we
Mm-hmm.
are in chapter 19. We start in verse 1. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished his saying, he departed from Galilee and came into the coasts of Judea beyond Jordan. And great multitudes followed him, and he healed them there. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and the twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God had joined together, let not man put asunder. They say unto him, Why did Moses then command to give the writing of divorcement, and to put her away? He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning it was not so. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery. And whoso married her which is put away doth commit adultery. His disciples say unto him, If the case of the man be so with his wife, is it not good to marry? But he said unto them, All men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. For there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs for men of men, and there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it.
All right, stop right there, sir.
Yes.
Because 13 is a different story, different trend of thought. This is the second time Jesus talking about divorce.
Uh, well, here we see he's moving again. He's leaving Galilee and going to the coast of Judea. He's certainly traveling a lot.
Man, he's traveling. If it was modern day, his passport would be well stamped.
Aye. And of course, wherever he goes, great multitudes following him, and the work doesn't stop. He healed them there. Then, verse 3, the Pharisees also came unto him. I don't think they ever departed. They were there at the time, like spies, uh, tempting him. Okay, so we're not surprised again here, again there, because they have been on his case. They have been blaspheming him. So now they're like, no, what are they gonna do now? What are they up to? So they ask him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? What did they mean by that?
Any cause, any
Any
reason.
cause, for any reason. Just divorce her. Find a reason and divorce her.
Oh, this is interesting. Why out of the blue they would ask a
Not out of
question
the
like that?
blue. Something they planned.
Would it be that is because maybe some of the disciples were married?
I don't know, but
No,
We don't
this
know.
is something they
no.
contrived. This is just some other topic
Mm.
Yeah, they
that they
found
are
one already, and this is another one. Remember, they talked to him about the Sabbath, and so bringing up something else. They're trying to find a
tripping.
reason.
Yeah. So are they um putting in question what they haven't written? Because you know that the Pharisees uh them stick to the scriptures, and so they're trying to trap him with some meaning of the scriptures.
This is the
This is the
law.
law of Moses they're using.
Okay,
Moses' law.
here they come again. Is it lawful for man to put away his wife for every cause? Okay. And Jesus answered, said to them, have ye not
Read.
read, that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
Answering one question, listen.
No, not only one question. There's an implication there.
No, when I said answer one question, I'm talking about the homosexuality. He answered that right there, sir.
Mm.
But why is it that he there is not a capital H? He which made them at the beginning made them male and female.
He is not a name.
Yeah. He's a pronoun. It's not that important. But we know which he was talking about.
Okay. Have though have a capital H.
No matter.
Have
Let's
ye?
not delay on
It's the
that.
starting of a sentence.
No, there's a comma there. But I wouldn't delay on that.
Okay, maybe it's just to emphasize what I'm saying.
Maybe.
Okay, so basically we were made from the beginning male
No.
and female. It doesn't say male or female. What do you think of this?
It's just you can't stop there. Let's hold on.
Okay.
He which had made them at the beginning made them male and female and
And that is
said,
why.
wait,
Yeah.
no, wait,
Come on.
stop. Let me finish it. He which made them at the beginning made them male and female and said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Okay?
Yeah.
So
God said.
what he's saying is that when God made them, man and woman, he said, God said, that a man shall leave his mother and his father because of this woman.
Mm.
Yeah, so it can be one. So they can be one flesh.
No,
They
no,
get
no, not
Genesis
married.
so.
2:24.
And having left the mother and the father, they shall when the two of them come together, become one.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying, Janet?
No, I'm just saying that was Genesis 2:24.
Read it if you can.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. It's almost verbatim Jesus said.
You know why? Because he was the one saying it.
He was the one exactly verbatim.
So here is a profound statement, but this is a question. He's asking them,
Yes.
Have you not read
have
that?
you not done this? Did you not understand it?
It's in the Torah.
So if you have read it, why are you asking me? Was it not clear to you? You're supposed to know.
Yeah. Were they not one?
Okay.
Verse 6 now.
Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
They're the same, one flesh. They're the same.
Why no more twain?
They're no longer two people, but one.
One, they're not one person.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was that this not the same Jesus who said, if your hand offend you, chop it off?
Yep.
Was he not the same one who said, if your eye offend you, pluck it out?
Yep.
If your wife offend you,
Cause you for sin.
Cut off.
if your husband offend you,
Chop him off
there we go. So let's move on.
Yeah, but
and
if
see what he says
it
is
is
the
considered
offense.
one flesh.
Your hand is part of you, doing it.
Yeah.
The eye is part of you. Your leg, Christ says it's better to come into heaven mangled than to go to hell. So let's continue, because when he says this, it brings to memory, but wait, didn't you just say? So let's see how he fleshes this
I'm
out.
sure he fleshes it out.
Let's see. They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and put her away? So they're coming back to Jesus and say, okay, you say, right, that this is what God said. So why did Moses? Because Jesus is saying that God said this. And they're coming back with
Moses said
Moses.
this.
Okay. So who are they believing more? Who are
Moses.
they and why? Because they are the Pharisees. And the law is everything. Forget God's law. Remember, Jesus said that they have turned it upside down? They have put man's law ahead of
Heard of
God's law.
his. Yeah. Yep.
Here again, we have seen that they are turning it upside down again. Jesus is quite correct. They have ignored God's laws and have applied man's laws. So, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and put her away? Jesus then says to them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not
Was not
so.
so.
What is this?
Okay. At the beginning, there was no option for divorce. Once you marry, you marry. That's it. It's for life. It's a commitment. And we know that when we all get married, we swear on the Bible like a contract.
But just one question. Did it say you must only have one wife?
How many? Yeah. Male and female, and the two shall become one.
Well,
Yeah,
the
but
the
Mhm.
He said, suffered you to put away your wives.
You can be plural too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's talking to the Pharisees. So he's talking about them and their wives. So mean you had 40 wives.
But you could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
If you could afford it, you could have multiple wives. Abraham had multiple wives.
Yeah.
Mo-
Joseph
Moses had
had Jacob had.
Moses had multiple wives.
Yeah. You had to marry. You could not go and fornicate left, right, and
But
center,
but
but you
but
had to
yeah,
marry.
but therefore, okay.
You had to marry them.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question now. If I married Sarah, I married Junie, and I married Mary down the road. When I married Sarah, I became one with her. So when I married Junie,
You become one with her again. How much one you have?
no, no, no. Wait, I'm still. Oh, look at it this way. All right, let me put it like this.
So,
Wait. Let me. If I have a glass and I pour water in it,
Hmm.
okay, and then after pouring water in it, I pour Pepsi, and after pouring Pepsi, I pour gin, and after pouring gin, I pour beer. What have I gotten?
a
I mix
cocktail.
up.
I've gotten a mix up, but is it one drink?
Yes.
No, it's still one
Of
drink,
course,
but
it's one drink.
So
it's
it's still
one
one.
drink still. It just have
Exactly.
different tastes in it.
Yeah, it may be very varied flavor, but it's still one
It's
drink,
one
It's
drink. It's still one
one.
cup.
still one flesh.
Yeah.
Still one
So
cup.
let me explain why I brought this up. Because when Jacob married the first wife,
Leah.
that was not the wife he wanted,
Married Leah. Yeah.
and he treated her badly. The wife he wanted, he got her after another 7 years.
7 years.
And when he got that wife, he treated her better than the first wife.
Mm-hmm.
And God punished him for that.
Mm-hmm.
The second wife could not have children as a result of his treatment of the first. Because guess what? They were one flesh.
Yep.
And when the second wife came on board, she became as
One.
one too.
Mm-hmm. They are the same.
Same. So you can't treat your left hand better than you treat your right. So this is what's going on. So when you say you're one flesh, you've poured it in. So let's go. But from the beginning it was not so. So which law are you going to obey?
Hmm.
That's the question now. Continue. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery.
Yep.
Okay. So what is Jesus doing?
Is quantifying and telling you the only cause and reason when you can write a divorce.
That is doing. But there's more to it than that.
But this case, you say, if him put away his wife,
For any other reason than fornication.
except it be for fornication, and shall marry another. How can you? Well,
Okay.
okay, we know they can marry several wives. They can have several wives, but that would mean that he had to divorce the first one. No,
No, but wait,
No.
wait,
but he
wait,
put her away.
wait. Before we even get there, I ask the question: what is Jesus doing here? He is reestablishing the dominance of God's laws. He is saying, Moses said this to you because you were wicked people. Your heart stubborn. But I am telling you that I am saying to you, God's laws must supersede whatever Moses said. This is what
Yep.
Jesus is saying. You cannot put away your wife. Forget what Moses said to you. Obey what God is saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
And God is saying that you cannot do this except for a case
Of
of
fornication.
fornication.
Hmm.
So, wait a second though. Maybe we should see what Luke says.
Luke 16,
Hmm?
one verse.
Read it.
Let me find it. Luke 16, verse 18. Anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery. And the man who marries a divorced woman commits adultery.
Okay. What is interesting here?
Whose laws are these? Moses or God?
God's law.
God's law. All right, let's see what he did talk about divorce before this in Matthew 5, 31 and 32. It has been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorce. All right, that's Deuteronomy. But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery.
Okay.
Wow.
So let's look at this thing. Let's look at it. What is fornication and what is adultery? Because they're different. Okay? Let us look at what fornication is. You know what fornication is, Janet?
Sex between unmarried.
Between unmarried.
But if you married already,
Uh-huh.
how can
Because
it?
remember, the woman is married.
So if she's married, that's not fornication, that's adultery.
No. It's fornication if she's having intercourse with a man who is not married.
Well, that's true. As long as there's an unmarried person, it's fornication. If it's between two married people and they're not husband and wife, it's adultery.
All right? So,
So you mean if she married? Well, fornication is between two people who are not married.
no.
Together, to each other.
They are not
One of
married to
them
each
must
other.
never have been married.
Okay. Yes.
But if one of them married,
And the other is not, it's still fornication.
oh, okay. But if the two of them married,
It's
it's
adultery.
adultery.
Yeah, it's adultery.
Okay. 1 second.
And shall marry another.
Okay. Let's look at this word that's being used because we have it
Yes.
wrong in a lot of churches. And even some pastors get it wrong. The word that is being used here is pornea. For
Which means
fornication, the word is pornea. We get our word pornography from
free
it,
from that.
which is really fornication, yes, sexual. But
Yeah.
idolatry, it also has, in terms of immorality, right? Anything that deals with incest, idolatry, whoredom,
Mm-hmm.
right? Anything that you would see in a porn movie, that's it.
Okay.
Anything you see in pornography, that's it.
So people who watch pornography on on their phone or their TV or their computer, I don't know, whatever
They're
device.
guilty of that's fornication.
So just the fact of watching this immoral,
Your
it's
thoughts
such
are
a
on it. You've
evil.
already thought it in your head, which is a sin.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's already in your
it's
head.
It's porn.
pornea,
Okay, porn.
right? It is sexual immorality. No,
Mm-hmm.
it don't mean you've done it in terms of watching pornography, but your intentions are clear.
Yeah, it is like you're feeding a desire that is not.
You're not
Uh,
guilty of it, but this is what I'm saying is what you see in that type of film is exactly what is being described here. A woman of that nature is considered immoral, and you don't want anything to do with her. Now let's look at something.
a same
You
thing for the
notice,
man.
where is that?
I don't know. I'm asking.
You
What's
notice
that?
if it's the same thing for the man. You notice it's only one direction.
You noticed it?
But it said, "Whosoever shall put away his wife,
So that's a man.
okay, except it be
Before
for fornication."
pornography, immorality,
Uh-huh.
idolatry, anything of that thing that is considered immoral. That is what Jesus is talking about. That's fornication. Because we think that fornication is only sex. It's
Yeah.
not.
It's everything that is in the back of your head with it.
It's immorality. Right? If you want to have sex with your dog, your
That's
donkey,
immoral.
It have to do with other desires,
it's not just the desire, it is the act.
act and the thought,
Is you doing
Not
it?
the thought, the
the act.
act.
Okay.
If you are worshiping, if I am worshiping my car, if I am if I'm idolizing, um let us say I decide that tomorrow I'm going to be a Buddhist. That's cause for divorce.
Yep. As a matter of fact, Corinthians even fleshed that out. Paul
You
fleshed that out
know,
in the Corinthians.
that's fornication. It's idolatry. Anything that is like that is considered to be cause and grounds for legal divorce.
Okay, so it's not only something with sexual
No,
content.
it's not.
It is any other thing that you
Immoral,
idolate.
immorality, idolatry, stuff of that nature. Pornography. If you decide that we're going to make a porn movie, we're going to have a threesome, all of that sort of shit is considered to be immoral and it's grounds for divorce.
Yep, it's gone for divorce.
Legal and righteous divorce. Okay? So, but it is one way. I don't see Jesus saying if a man do it, a woman. Why is that?
Wait, is it one way? You mean is in a way of
It's from the man. The woman does not give a man a paper of divorce. It's a man
No.
that gives the woman a paper of divorce.
okay.
So the question is, it is indicative that only the woman can commit this
Fornication.
immoral act.
Mm-hmm. Can you have
What
more
about
than one
man?
wife?
Do you notice that when the woman that what they say they caught in adultery, they never carry the man? They only
Yes.
carry the woman? For
Yes.
Jesus? Okay. So what about the man?
We keep on asking that question. Isn't he guilty too?
Oh, no. But why is the okay? If it's fornication and the man do fornication, all right. What does it mean if a man takes a woman who is not married and he has intercourse with her? What does that mean?
It means he has taken her for wife.
Exactly. He's taken her for wife. She is now considered
Wife.
wife,
She's not wife.
and you cannot divorce her.
That's wife.
and shall marry another.
No, no,
Still
no. This
wife.
is the man now. The woman is unmarried. If you have intercourse with a woman, even if you married now, and you have intercourse with a woman who is not married, you have then taken her for wife.
Yep. You have
She's your
consummated.
wife.
That's your
Yes.
wife.
Okay. So when you back in the day, you did that. Remember David's son
Yep.
and his sister? And his sister said,
Yeah.
no, 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 don't do this. Ask our father. He will give you. He will give you my hand. And his son said, no, 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 me none of that. And they rape off the child. Right? She was his wife after that. No? That's why the other brother killed him. So we must understand one thing. So if the woman is unmarried, the man go have sex with her, it is a wife issue at that point. Okay, but what if she married? The
No, that
man,
is a different story. You
wait,
can't
wait,
have
no, wait,
a wife
no,
if you're somebody who married already.
wait. The man is unmarried and the woman is married. Okay? Still
Hmm.
fornication.
Yeah. But no,
But the man can't marry the woman because she
because
married
she's
already.
already married.
So the only alternative now is for the husband of the woman, when he finds out, is to cut her off
Hold
and
on.
say, ah, no, you get it. When the husband of the woman finds out that she has had sex with an unmarried man, it is a fornication.
Yeah.
And he, at that point, can give her papers of divorce and say, goodbye, don't fly, run,
Don't come back.
don't come back now. Here. You understand, Sarah?
Yeah,
I just found something,
I'm
Jackie, and
just
it's interesting.
confused about when you talk about man and when you talk about woman. That's all. We just can't put.
Okay, you see,
No,
in your mind, it's not equality.
no,
What?
it is not that. I'm trying to say if I'm trying to see what are the rights of the woman here and what are the rights of the man here.
The rights of the woman. Okay. The woman has sex with a man. The man is married or unmarried. She is not married.
Okay, she's not married.
When she have sex with a man, that man
Mhm.
better take her as his wife.
Okay. Okay, so if he's not married, he's taking her for her wife.
Even if he's married, it's a second
Okay,
wife.
okay. So if he's
Yep.
married, it's a second wife. Okay.
Our third or fourth or
Okay.
fifth, no matter.
Whatever number wife, but he better be able to afford her.
Yep.
All right. So he will then have to take this woman as wife.
Okay.
Hmm.
So indeed, that is fornication because the woman is unmarried.
Yes.
But in the case when a man is unmarried and the woman is married,
Mhm.
it's still fornication.
Yes.
Him
But
can't turn her into wife.
the woman, him can't turn her into wife. She's already
No.
somebody else's wife.
So her husband have to cut her off
Her husband has the
so she can.
option.
Yes.
He has the option to do it.
Okay, let's go back. There was a certain prophet who
Uzziah.
God.
I'll
Yeah,
never
love
forget that prophet. Uzziah.
tell him, figure married one
And
prostitute, a
prostitute.
loose woman. All right. Eventually, man had to go and retrieve the woman. So he doesn't have to divorce the wife. He can forgive her, because it's a trespass.
Hold on, Jackie. It,
Okay, good.
I found, I'm laughing because I found this in Malachi.
Go ahead.
Malachi 2, verse 16. The man who hates and divorces his wife, saith the Lord, the God of Israel, does violence to the one he should protect, say the Lord Almighty. So be on your guard and do not be unfaithful.
Yeah. But I sent that to Marlon.
You sent that actual verse to Marlon?
Hmm.
I first guessed the verse there. I never even know that verse was there.
Hmm. So,
You def-
but and it repeated. It's repeated in the New Testament. I can't remember exactly where, but it's repeated. But I'll find it. But the truth is, if the wife cheats with an unmarried man, it's fornication, and therefore, the husband have the option.
He can choose not
His
to.
choice. He's been the one now offended. He's the one
Yeah,
being trespassed against. He can opt to divorce the woman. All right, and tell her go about her business.
yeah.
And it didn't say immediately, you know.
You
Mm.
don't know.
But that's the reason. It's not. It didn't say it immediately as he found out. Suppose it was done 2 years ago and he just found out today.
No, but she must have done something for him to divorce her.
No,
No, no, you
sometimes
don't
you
get
find
me.
out things years
Understand?
after, you know.
The woman has had an affair,
Oh, yes.
and the husband
You mean the
find out
wife?
too. The
2 years
woman, the
later.
wife, has had an affair with some dude down the road.
Mm-hmm.
2 years later, the husband find out he has the right,
Mm-hmm.
according to Jesus, to divorce the woman and say, "Get out of my house."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Don't want to see you anymore. And legally and righteously divorced.
Yep.
Okay. So, if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with one eye rather than having two eyes to be cast into hellfire. So that is chapter 18. And just said 18. And
Yeah.
in
I know him
19,
talk about something else in the
no
same vein.
19, he's
Same
saying,
vein. Same
hey,
vein. He's just
hey,
don't talking. He's still talking about family.
uh he's
No,
saying, hey, go on, go ahead.
no, go on.
All right. Except it before fornication, and shall marry another. Eh? Whosoever shall put away his wife, except, right? So let us take out the except. Whosoever shall put away his wife illegally
Yeah.
committed adultery. Okay. Why is it that he's committing adultery now and not fornication? He shall, he's married another, Whosoever shall put away his wife and shall marry another committed adultery. Why?
That's
Yeah.
because
Why? Because he
marriage.
could marry more than one wife
Yeah, but he's done this new marriage
after
after
divorcing the other
divorcing
one.
the other one. So this is a replacement.
Yeah.
His intention, his intent, eh?
Yeah. You
You
get
leave
rid of
this
her
one
and
for
go for
that
somebody
one.
else.
You've upgraded. The wife get old, so you switch now from a 40 to a 20.
Yeah.
All right. Then he's committed adultery. Is it once?
No. As long
Is
as
it
he's married
forever?
to that woman, he continues to commit adultery for the rest of his life.
Okay. All right. Okay. And whoso married her, which is put away, commits adultery too.
Because she's still
So,
married.
all right.
She's still married.
So, what Jesus said, as far as he is concerned, outside of adultery, outside of fornication, all right, there is no reason that God is going to look at you and say you are not still married.
Yep. That's the only excuse God gives.
But there's a caveat that we miss. Who God has joined together, let no man
No
put
man put
asunder.
asunder.
How did God join them together? Huh?
When you marry them?
When did God marry anybody?
God never marry nobody.
When you marry under God's name?
No, but
Really?
that was modern day dispensation. When you have sex, you become one.
Yeah. That's what the Bible is basically saying.
When you
Adam
have
and
sex,
Eve.
you're one.
There was no marriage ceremony with Adam and Eve that I know of. I didn't see it.
Nope,
Mm.
never seen none.
But
And
he
what
was his
does
wife.
cleave mean? You have to understand. And shall cleave to his
Join
wife.
with. Adhere
Cleave
to.
mean join. And there's only
Right?
one way to
Hold on
join.
to.
Wait a minute. If we come back to verse 8,
Mhm.
but from the beginning it was not so.
Yeah. When Moses gave you the law that says you can divorce the wife for whatever reason you so choose, just give her the paper and tell her go about the business. It was not that way when God created Adam and
Adam and
Eve.
Eve.
That is not what the intent was. The intent was the wife and the husband shall be one person. God looks at them as one
One.
individual.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't see two people now, he sees one.
Mm.
And the kids are just an offspring, a sprung out of that one.
So the wife becomes one with the husband, and the husband becomes one with the wife.
So originally, man and woman was to become one and stay just the two of them one for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
You're one for the rest of your life.
All of this.
Uh, but if the man go out there and find a little young thing and bring her home, she a wife too.
hmm
The woman not so much.
But if him divorce this one for replace her with somebody else,
A young thing from down the spring.
he has
But
committed adultery.
Yeah.
if becoming one flesh, becoming one flesh is not getting married.
Huh?
That is marriage in God's eyes.
Okay, this is what I'm asking. Originally, becoming one flesh was getting married.
Yes.
Yes.
It is something physical.
Yes.
Physical and spiritual.
The two shall join,
As far as
two
God is
bodies,
concerned,
two hearts,
you
two
made,
spirits.
you made that choice. You have now attached yourself to this woman, and this woman has attached herself to you. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, Chuck. So here we go.
You know,
Uh, eh?
Jesus said, except for fornication. But
Yeah.
when you look at Paul's writing, you wonder, did Paul contradict God in this?
How's that?
No, I'm looking, you know, because
Hmm.
I want to make sure everybody gets the story. Jesus said, except for sexual immoralities. And Paul is saying that if I am a believer and I marry an unbeliever,
Yes.
and the unbeliever decides to leave or wants
Let
to
her go.
leave, let them go.
Yes. Why is that you think?
Free will.
No. No.
There's a sin.
No.
That's chopping off a
Idolatry.
hand.
No.
That,
Idolatry.
Oh, that is
Any
a form of
worship, any
that is
worship outside of worship of the Most High God is idolatry.
yes,
which
Paganism,
is in pornea,
which
which is
is
pornea,
porneo.
mm-hmm.
which is pornea. Yeah.
Porneo. And that's why I said be not unequally yoked. So
Yep.
if you get married to a woman tomorrow morning
Mm-hmm.
and she decides that she now become Christian, you can't get rid of her.
Can divorce her.
That legally.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it is a state of you cannot okay. Oil and water, you can put them in the same glass, but they won't mix.
Nope.
Mercury and water. You can pour mercury in a glass, it falls to the bottom. It's not going to mix.
Nope.
That's the type of thing you have there.
Mm-hmm. So it's still pouring, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Still pouring. And this is the difficulty we have is that when you read it without looking at what the Greek says, the root of the word, you get a wrong impression. Say it's just sexual immorality. No.
And that's
It
why I
has,
brought up this part, because then they would say that Paul was contradicting what Jesus
no,
was
it's
saying.
not. Mm-mm,
And we want to
not
make sure everybody gets that message.
right. It includes idolatry, paganism, hedonism, all of these isms.
As long as you are unequally yoked and the person
Huh?
wishes to leave, bye bye.
So let it be. Bye bye butterfly.
I'm no longer
And you are
sanctifying you.
clear at that point, you know. You're clean.
You're clean. Yep.
Right. So let us so whosoever married that woman commits
And she's still
adultery.
married.
Whosoever marries her, because she's still married
In God's eyes, she's still married.
and
It's still
connected to
valid.
John already. She is still a part of John.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If if Mary is still a part of John and you're having sex with Mary, what are you doing for poor John? That's right. You see how
Mhm.
God look at it? He's like, this is disgusting. Yeah, so no. This is the point.
Poor John.
This is the point. So, if your wife commit fornication, chop it off.
I move on.
Chop it off. That's the hand. Lop it off. It might hurt you. It's painful, but it's better to get rid of that woman or that husband
Worse
than
if it. Yeah.
to stay there in misery and lose your salvation.
Yep.
Okay? So, let's move on. His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it's not good to marry. The disciples say, good Lord, if that's the case, I'd better stay single.
Paul did
Especially
say so.
people like
Paul
John.
did say it's better to stay unmarried.
Yeah, yeah. But here is John saying, if that's the case, I'm not marrying. He said, he's like, no. Thanks very much, but I'll pass.
I'm happy.
Why is it? But you see,
Yeah, but that means no flesh.
well, yeah, but what they're saying is, woman a heavy load. We have
Yeah.
a saying,
That.
woman
Oh,
a
a
heavy
heavy
load.
load, yeah.
Woman a
Jamaicans
heavy.
have that
In other
saying.
words, she going to make your life miserable. I'd
You don't
rather
need
not
it.
do it. If I'm going to have this person attached to me forever, no. There's no way out of this. No matter what she does, are you crazy? She doesn't want to wash. She doesn't want to cook. She doesn't want to tend to the children. She doesn't want to do anything in the house. You're telling me I have to put up with this? You chose her, brother.
Yep. You chose her.
Better think twice.
You chose her. I didn't. You decided you want to marry to this woman. No, you're stuck with her. And you can't treat her any old way either. She's your wife. So, that being the case, you know it is better to stay single.
Yeah. Because you
So,
can't show off marriage just like that. It's not a garment we just take off and put on.
yeah. But Jesus said to them, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. What saying is it that he's talking about?
Marriage?
What saying? Is a marriage? What? No.
Or is it divorce?
No. The disciples said to him, in that case, it's not good to get married. And Jesus is saying, yes, but not all men
I like that.
can adopt that.
exactly. It can
That
stay without.
philosophy.
Can
Well,
stay with
so
flesh.
that's where Paul get it from.
Yes,
This is where
not
Paul
all
get it
men
from.
can stay without getting married. Some
Cause
men desire women.
Paul did say it's better to stay single, but for those who cannot, it's better for them to marry than to burn.
Yes, but Jesus saying it here. The disciple is saying, if that's the case, then it's not good for anybody to get married. And Jesus saying, not all men can adapt that mindset. Okay? Not all men.
This is why verse 12 he talks about
Him talk about those.
yeah.
Wait, wait. There's another part to it. Save they to whom it is given.
So
What
only
does that
those
mean?
that are given that kind of nature can stay single. It's a
So that would
special
mean that they're
set.
chosen for that.
Yeah,
They're
like Jesus.
chosen. They're called to be single.
Like Christ. And this is why the Catholic Church
Beside
has
them now
decided
have
that
priests who single.
priests must be single. But
Mm-hmm.
not all of these priests were called to be so.
Yep.
Because a whole bunch of them are homosexuals,
And
Some of them are.
yep.
hiding behind the cloth, or pedophiles,
Yeah.
or,
Mm-hmm.
or other sort of people who are.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. These people are twisted. A lot of these priests and these people who are supposedly chaste are not, as well as the nuns.
Yep.
Not to say all of them,
No, that's why him
but
say
the
not all men.
exactly
Okay.
Not all
the
men
few
receive it.
the ones that have been received. So therefore, if it was given to them, what is it? If I give you something, what have I done? I've given you a gift.
Yeah. I bestowed something on you.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
So
I've
don't
given you
go.
a gift. A gift of singleness.
Yes.
Mm.
For there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb. Okay. Why is this a problem?
Why? What is a eunuch?
That's not a problem.
Where it is a problem. A eunuch is a man that was been born without any testicles.
Okay, so you were born without
Yeah,
testicles.
you don't have no testicles. No testicles mean no sexual arousal, no nothing.
So,
So they cannot have sex.
no, they can, but
They
it
can,
is
but
not
they're
their
not gonna feel
desire. They have no desire for it.
they have no desire because without the testicles there's no desire.
No testosterone to
Okay.
get all riled up.
Hmm.
Why is this a problem?
Descendants, if you look
No,
at what?
no. It's against, okay. The law says, all right, that no eunuch or a man that has had his testicles crushed can enter the temple. Did you know that?
No.
No bastards, like they claim Jesus
This
was
was right.
supposed to enter the temple. Did you know?
No.
That is the laws. That's the law.
So if you are born
Let me find it.
eunuch,
No matter if
eunuch,
you're born eunuch or not. Mm-hmm.
so this would be like you were born with a handicap.
It was if you look at it, it would be a handicap because it in there. Deuteronomy found it.
Mm-hmm.
Deuteronomy 23. Let me check it. Deuteronomy 23. Come on up. All right. Deuteronomy 23, verse 1.
Yeah.
He that is wounded in the stones or has
Mm-hmm.
his private member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Yep. And what did they call Christ again?
A bastard.
Exactly. So when this so-called bastard went into the temple and started whipping people out and saying, "You have turned my father's house into a den of thieves," do you now understand why the
They were
chief priests
angry.
and these guys were so pissed?
Yep.
He wasn't supposed to be there in the
He
first
wasn't
place,
supposed to have been there in the first place because he's a bastard.
according to them.
Hmm.
Oh, why, if you were born without
This is the
so-called,
law.
yeah, this is the law. Who did this law?
Moses.
This was Moses handing out the law.
Okay, so that was Moses' law.
Yeah, this is the
So here
Mosaic
is
law.
Jesus now. Here is Jesus. Um, saying that this person who you were told should not be permitted into the temple, this person has been given a gift.
Yeah. He's turning
A
it
gift?
around now.
Totally upside down.
Yeah, he has turned it around. He's now saying being a eunuch is a gift. What?
Hmm.
That's unheard of.
Not only that, that is for the ones that were born that way. It goes
Hmm.
further. And there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs for men. Men did it to them.
Yeah, and cut
Forced.
it off.
They were forced when they were okay, remember, when you would have captured some people and you wanted them to tend to your harem, you
Yeah.
would cut
You
off their
cut off their
stones.
testicles, yeah, because you don't want none of them running wild with your women.
Exactly. So they were made eunuchs by their captors.
Yep.
All right. Another type. And there were eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs
Who
for
chose
the
to.
kingdom of heaven's sake. No. This is where the Catholic Church went wrong.
Yeah, because
If you wanted to become a eunuch, a priest, your
Chop it
first
off.
requirement should have been to cut it off.
yeah,
Cut it off.
because
Cut it off, brother, and let's
Because
move
your
on.
testicles going send your testosterone running.
Cut it off. But the
exactly.
problem is, they don't want to do that. That was never their intent. They went in the undercover, under guise. But it is a congregation of homosexuals that stay in the little churches that they have in their groups, and they have these torrid sex affairs between them one another, and they do the thing, or they do these indecencies upon children.
Hmm.
It is a well known and documented thing in the
Yeah, we
Catholic
all
Church.
we all hear it.
Yeah, it's
The
it's it's
morbidity
heard.
of the Catholic Church.
They are morally decrepit,
That's disgusting.
but they claim that this is what they wanted to do. And Jesus is saying it's not something that is a bad thing. Your intent, however,
It's
is
wrong.
that you made yourself a eunuch for the kingdom of heaven's sake. And he says, "He that is able to receive it, let him receive it." Go back to Paul.
Yeah.
He that can receive it, let him receive it. It's not a bad thing. You
No,
have
it's not.
reserved yourself for the kingdom, and you're not intending to attach yourself to anybody here.
Yeah.
You
He
won't
said it's
have
good for a
children.
man not to touch a woman, but for those who can't, go get married.
Wait, it's not just the woman that is the issue, you know.
No, that's
One,
not what Paul said. But for
yeah, yeah, but,
anything,
but
if you
yeah,
can't
but wait,
restrain yourself,
yeah, but there is more to it than just than that, just that part, because with the joining of the woman, there comes children.
mm-hmm,
There comes responsibility. There comes
mm-hmm,
the issue you're tied down. You can't move as you would want to move.
And that's why
You
Paul
cannot
said,
take up yourself and go from point A to point B without notifying anybody that, hey, listen, I'm
You have
going.
you're not
obligation.
You
free
don't have
like you used to
any
be.
creature obligations apart from the obligation of going
Congregation
to where
of
God
God.
sent you.
You know have to concern with the things of the world because you have wife and children.
Exactly. Chicken child. So this is why it is a gift. You are footloose and fancy free.
Can come and go as she please.
All right? So you are now dedicated to the kingdom. Because it says now, for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive.
Receive it.
Wow. But
Again, if your testicles offend you, chop
Chop
it
it
off.
off.
but men who have the testicles chop off don't have no desire, right?
I'm not hearing you, Sarah.
I was just wondering if eunuchs or men that have their testicles cut off, if them
Mm.
stop having desire.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
there's
know.
no testosterone.
Well, your brain still work.
Because this
There,
doesn't exist then for a woman.
oh no. Wait. Your brain works still.
Mm.
And there are men who do it now, but they are called transvestites.
Yes.
Trans.
A
But look at
a
what
new
Jesus
thing.
says. It says, for the kingdom of heaven's sake. The trans not doing it for the kingdom of heaven's sake. Them
Nope.
doing it because them take them as
Themselves.
woman. They're doing it because they see themselves as a woman in a man's body, and therefore they're changing for the purposes of sexual gratification.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what they do is immoral because they basically just want to swap. But they still want the fornication somehow.
Of course, but
Of course.
that is not what Jesus is speaking to. But I'm saying to say that they don't have sexual desire would be wrong, because if that were the case, then the transvestites would not be doing it.
Yeah.
So
They would not have any desires.
Exactly.
hold on. Transvestites, uh, they don't all castrate.
No, they don't all, but I'm saying there are those who see themselves as they see themselves, a woman trapped in a man's body, and a
Man's
woman
body. Yeah.
does not have testicles, so they cut it off. There are women who see themselves as men trapped in women's body. They cut off the breast, slice it, off it
Yeah.
goes. So there is this, but it has nothing to do with the kingdom of heaven. It has to do with their sexual orientation.
And that's
Yeah.
why
So it's not
Jesus said, for the kingdom of heaven's sake.
that.
That is the condition.
Mhm.
That's the caveat. That's the
That's the
difference.
defining moment.
And this is where the Catholic Church went wrong. If you're gonna do it.
But
But
don't
don't do
use
it
God's
halfway.
feet. Don't use God as an
Don't do it
excuse.
halfway. All right. So that is where we are going to stop, because other than that, we're going to 13
Yeah, 13 is
as
another
a
thing.
totally different thing.
Yeah.
Well, not totally. It links back to Matthew 18, but we'll
And
get back to that.
Paul, Paul fleshed out 12 even more. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 7:32 to 33. I want you to be free from concern. An unmarried man is concerned about the work of the Lord, knowing he can please the Lord, how he can please the Lord. But the married man is concerned about the affairs of this world and how he can please his wife.
Is that why you say you're married to the church?
That's what the priests them say.
Well, you can't be married to the church.
Oh, me and you know that.
Makes no
That the
sense.
church is people. How much people
Besides,
you are married to?
uh, makes no sense.
And you're married to both male and female.
It's total nonsense. Okay? You can say you have set aside yourself for the kingdom of heaven. And that
God.
would be
And you want
sufficient.
to work for God and God alone. And that's
That would
all you
have been
desire.
sufficient. Don't start this foolishness
But
about your marriage to the church.
yeah, but remember that's what they say.
I know. What I'm saying is
Which is
rubbish.
stupid.
And they keep saying these things, and people swallow it without question and say, oh, yes, they're married to the church. Really? What's the church?
The
But
building.
this is not about bashing Catholics. This is about saying what the Bible actually says. All right?
Yep.
If it be so and you feel offended, too bad. Take it up with Jesus, not me.
Me worse. I'm just following what the word say.
Anyway, let's close off.
All right, Jackie, you want to close off?
Sure. Father, we are again challenged by your word, and we look at ourselves and reflect on it. Give you thanks because you have been very clear in your pronouncements. The fact that we have twisted it is no fault of your own. But I've seen here, Lord, where you have tried to bring your word back, your laws back to the front, and to have us be aware that man's laws should not trump your own. So we give you thanks, Lord, because we have been educated and we now know how we should be behaving. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.